Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to making a new journal. And I am using this gift bag. I have had this in a drawer labeled boxes and bags. Anytime I get a box or a bag, I throw it in this drawer, and that's been in here for a while. So let's make this into a journal, shall we? I'm just gonna tear it apart. It's a pretty thick bag. I don't know where I got it from, but it is pretty thick. There we go. And what I'm gonna do, I think I should make this into maybe a ring journal, maybe. And let's pull these out. Okay. Okay, and figure out, let's cut off the bottom first. So like always, I use my, all right, so that's going to be interesting. So we're going to cut off here we go. I have to fold it different because it's too big to go through unfolded. So let's just cut off. Let's decide. Actually, we'll do 7-inch. We'll do a 7-inch tall journal. Okay. And then let's cut off. Let's not cut these off. I'm going to use a scissor. Okay, we're going to use a scissor and cut these in half to help us make the journal a little bit more sturdy. Okay, and I'm going to do the same over here, and then I'll glue it, each of these flaps on the inside, like so, to make it a sturdier journal. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to actually use this Beacon 3-in-1. Okay. We're going to use bone folder and get this down pretty well. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay. And then I'll cover in here with paper also. Cardstock. That way we're making a pretty thick cover. I'm just gluing this flap down so it doesn't risk. I don't know how it will, like knowing my luck, not gluing it down means it would pop open. Just come on, we all know. Knowing my luck. If you've been watching me for a while, you know, knowing my luck, it would pop open. It's fine. Okay. And I'm trying to think what kind of papers. I have not thought this far ahead. I thought I was done recording for the day. I thought I only had one more video to record for January. And then I was like, oh yeah, I still have to make a February journal. So that means 2 videos. And the other video, I have no idea what I'm doing for it yet. So I thought I would hop right into making, like, that would be a cute little journal, right? Or do I want to make it a bit smaller, and I could turn this in like this and make it smaller. And then I wouldn't need to cover the inside, why don't we do it that way? I'll just glue this down really well. I'm going to do glue and tape so it sticks very well. I'll do the same. Actually, this is where the handle were glued. Let's just rip that out because it's very, making it very, very bulky. So let's rip some of that bulk out. Okay. That will probably be a little bit better. Yeah, it made it very bulky right here. All right. But still, we're going to fold it in. And glue it down. Okay. I'm going to double stick tape and glue it. So this stays, because I'm folding so much bulk, I want to make sure it stays. Okay. And then while we're doing this, let's think about papers. I guess I'll just do plain pinks, reds, and oranges. That would match, right? I'm trying to think. I'm over here going, I'm trying to think what my current journal I'm using right now looks like. It's December. And I actually did my journal with me yesterday and forgot to take my journal back upstairs. So I'm looking right at it. It's a ring journal. And then I did a binder journal for January. So maybe I'll do cinch for this journal. I don't like to repeat my types of journals. Like if I do a ring or a cinch bound, I don't like to repeat them like too close together. But I also don't feel like pulling out my cinch and dealing with that. So I guess that means I am in a dilemma. What do I do? What do I do? Okay. Fold that up. Burnish it well. Clean up that glue that spilled out all over my hand. Okay, put that aside and come to the next one. Do the same thing. You know what, you guys? I think I'm just going to do a ring journal. I mean, really. Just so much easier for me to do a ring journal today. I have a lot of stuff I have to do yet. It is currently before Christmas. I still have to go make more Christmas cookies. My boyfriend wanted Christmas cookies and homemade marshmallows to give to his employees at work because he had been taking all the Christmas cookies I made and everyone's been eating his Christmas cookies that I made. Okay, that is a perfect little size. So he asked me if I would make more for him to give out at work. So I have to do that yet today. I made the homemade marshmallows yesterday. Okay. I like it. Now I gotta find paper. So I made the decision what I really want to do is use this it's very thin craft paper, and I wouldn't really use it for anything else because it is very thin. So there's 28 days in February. What size are these? This is 5 by 7 1/4. Okay, 5 by 7 1/4. So I could get a good amount out of what's here. So I could do 5 by 7, right? And I could get 3 pieces per, I think. So let's just take out and cut. We'll just take out and cut and go from there, right? Right. So I don't know how many I grabbed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I grabbed 6. So let's cut 3 at a time. We need to cut off this dotted. So we need to go to 12, cut. And I'm going to cut to 7 because I would rather, I never care, and I say this all the time, I never care if the papers are longer this way than the journal, but I care if they're longer the other way. So I'm just going to cut these to 7 inch right here, and then cut to 5 and 5. And then this one is what? This should be 5 inches, correct? If I did the math correct in my head. Yes. So that means we need to cut this to 7. Okay, so that gives us 9 sheets. So then we'll have 18 sheets when I do these. Okay. All right, so I'll do it one more time on camera in case you're following along and you need to know. We're going to cut to 7. And then we're going to turn this and cut this to 5 and 5. And then this one is 5 inches because 12 minus 7 is 5. So we're going to cut this to 7. So now I have 18 pieces of paper. All right, I'm going to cut the rest that I need and I'll be back. Okay, so I have 30 pages cut. So now I'm going to take this and we're going to mark where our holes go. And I'm gonna mark 0 for the center and 2 and 2. I'm going to put these both together so we can get them punched at the same time. And so 1, 2, come on, get out, and 3. And then, because I tell you all the time, use the first one you punched to mark the rest. But now we have to make sure, because this is not, remember I didn't make them 7.5. And I'm gonna draw. Now, because I didn't make them 7.5, what I think I'm gonna do is use the top page of this one so I don't have to keep, so I know that I'm not screwing up where they go. Okay, I don't know if I'm explaining that right. because these are 7 and not 7.5, I would have to line the rest of them up to this one again in the exact same spot. And I know that's never going to happen. So I'm just going to use the top of this one here and make the rest of the pages. Okay, does that make sense? Do you understand? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. I should be able to get through all of this. This is very thin paper. So I'm just gonna mark it. Normally I would just use the actual cover, but because the cover is bigger than the pages, longer than the pages, I want to make sure all the pages are in the right spot. I swear, please tell me, do you guys have the same problem? It drives me crazy that the holes rarely fall out. I have to poke them out constantly. And when you're in a groove, it's kind of annoying. Okay. All right. So we have all our pages. And you guys, I am not even going to count. I ain't counting. I am not going to count. We're gonna just hope and pray. Well, hope I had another ring. We're just gonna hope and pray that there's enough pages. We're gonna believe that after all this time I know what I'm doing and there's enough pages. These are very big rings, but we all know by the time I fill this, I'll need these big rings. So I might as well just put them on now. I mean, we're not fooling each other, right? Okay. So there it is. Now we obviously need the date. So I have all these thickers that I got at Ollie's, but not all of them. I think I'm going to use these. Oh, and I really have to remember to put 26, not 25. We have to remember that. So we need to do, oh, look at this one. This one's perfect. Look at this. So we're going to do just FEB. We ain't fancy here. A B. Oh, this one right here. Look at that. And then 20 and 6. Okay. Look at, that's so cute. And I made it with an old gift bag, you guys. You can make journals from anything. And this cover is not that. It's not super thin. That was a thicker bag. That was a thicker bag than I thought it was when I pulled it out. So, last year, I believe it was last year, I used a Lego box for my February journal. And this year, a gift bag. So it just goes to show you guys, you can use whatever you want to make a journal. As long as you can cut it and you can make it the size you need to make it, you can use whatever you want for a journal. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.